Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel for another war video. It's War 12. This war is kind of just a victory lap trying to close out a perfect season because we've already locked up the number 2 spot. GT40 is going to win their war, and so we are locked in at number 2. Going in here, first time on the season that we get to use Galan, so this should be a pretty fun one. This is path 3, he just shines. You're stacking those resistance buffs very quickly, getting to max ramp super fast. We're already at 600 or so. So at this point, I'm just going to throw the SP1. I probably could have just heavied and then thrown the SP1, but just to be safe, did it this way. So now all we have to do is throw a heavy. Gonna miss there. Throw this heavy, and then as soon as we get the SP1, the fight is over. Throw that off, full ramp. 175k burst. So super straightforward fight with Galan. And next up, another pretty straightforward fight with Galan, although I have seen a couple people die here. But he's got 140,000 health. Our full ramp burst will be plenty to kill this rank 3 defender. And so what I'm going to do here is kind of the same thing I did in the last matchup, but just a little bit of a caveat that I will be trying to play around strike counter, so I'll be throwing some SP1s to make sure that I don't give him too many Furies. I'm not too worried about it, but yeah, don't want to give him a ton. But we'll be ramping super fast, so it's not a huge concern. Throw this one off. He has 2 Furies, and we'll be at max ramp by the time we get to our next SP1, so at this point, dexing. Going in, trigger the masochism over time, parry heavy, we're at 960. I'm just going to block this one because I didn't feel great about my dex timing there, and throw this SP1, and the fight will end with a big burst. And that is that. So pretty ridiculous running Galan on that path. Kind of feels pretty no-brain, but again, this war was just kind of a victory lap trying to play some new matchups that I haven't really gotten to do on the season. And next up we have Buffet over Time Warlock. Of course, Galan is Nullify immune, so the node will not really come into play. The only thing that makes this fight slightly annoying will be the fact that because of the armor up, we will glance a good amount, so it's going to take us a little bit longer to ramp up than it normally would. That's not a huge problem. I also realized a little bit too late that I shouldn't throw my SP1s after a glanced hit, after a combo. I should just be throwing them, either intercepting with them or throwing them off of a parry, because the Furies do not trigger when I finish them off a combo. So I do it again here, I think. Here he's trying to power drain me, so he ramps some charges pretty quickly, which is pretty nice. And again, I go off of the end of a combo, so it glances. All you have to do to avoid that is just not throw it after finishing a combo, just throw it after a parry or something like that. But here I'm going to back off, get these armor breaks on, try to... Wanted him to throw this at least when I had armor breaks so that I could get some more power drain to get some more ramp because I'm immune to that. That's okay. I'm going to intercept with the special here, get the Furies, and now I'm going to be looking for a heavy. Get the parry, land it there. Just use the Unstoppable to intercept here and throw the SP1, and this should end the fight. So. Big burst, and he's gone. So very straightforward fight again. Just took a little bit longer because of the glancing and some slight mistakes in how we were playing it. So next up, I have this Sasquatch on path 2. Don't need AV here, which you'll see. I'm literally just going to parry heavy, get some exhaustions on him, and then just kind of slow play this. There's really nothing to this fight. Every time we knock him down, we're pausing our debuffs. So you could literally just parry heavy this down and you will always have your debuffs, but I will throw some special 2s in there, a special 1 here and there, throw some dexes in, bait out his specials. But again, super straightforward. The paradox or buffs, not paradox, sorry, the placebo buffs will also pause my debuffs, so you don't even really have to worry about dexing in this fight. Just staying close to him and knocking him down will keep your debuffs paused. And again, no need for AV here. There's not really any power gain to worry about in this fight. Sasquatch doesn't have any, and again, we're buff immune, so no MD. And yeah, just going to town here. slowly beating this guy up. Of course, he will never get to Wrath because he has those exhaustions on him that are constantly getting paused. So really, as long as we don't just mess up and eat a big special, I think we'd still survive because of inequity, but again, just slow playing this with SP99. Almost brought Titania here, but figured with the exhaustions from Spider-Man 99, this would just be much easier. But this is kind of just a filler slot, just wanted a buff immune champion for the placebo path. And yeah, throw this SP2 and I think that's finished. Heal block from Sick and Tired, also very nice there at the end. But okay, our final fight is actually somewhat risky if you mess it up, just because it is EMP modification, so you really do need to kill her. So I'm going to parry a lot here at the start, try to build up a lot of armors, which is simultaneously dangerous and very important. So you want to get to a special 2 while you still have a lot of armors. Here I need to be hitting her. I'm making a slight mistake here, but it's not going to matter because we do have enough armors when we throw it. 14 is plenty. She's ticking for about 15,000 a second and she goes down. But if she throws a special in that fight, you're going to take a lot of shock damage. But the goal is to not let her throw a special. So that was a war for me. We're going to win this war, but again, it doesn't really matter. We're just kind of all doing victory laps at this point and testing out some matchups, just enjoying the number 2 spot. Again, really proud of Noon, what we accomplished this season. Finally beat GT40. They were also our 1 loss. 11-1 on the season is nothing to scoff at. And yeah, just really proud of everyone. And really excited to see what the future holds. RBG has some work to do to maybe take us to that number 1 spot next season. We got some deaths to clean up, but overall, it's a really great war, and there you go, number 2 in the world. Really happy about that. And you guys can pause here in a second if you want to just check out the breakdown of my fights this season. Another perfect season in the bag, which I'm really proud of. 56-0. As always, if you guys liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe for future content. As always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.